Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Week 6 of the NACE Star League for your ACU Varsity Rocket League team. Joseph Chapa alongside Prime Minor, and today we have the 4-1 ACU Wildcats against the winless MSU. And don't mistake that for Michigan State. It is the Midwestern State University here in Texas. So, Prime Minor, what are some of the key points of emphasis you're looking forward to in tonight's matchup?
I'm just looking for us to get some clean rotations, make sure we're spacing out well. We have a better record than this team, but we can't take them for granted. They're definitely still going to be able to put up a fight. So I just need to make sure not to get sloppy and keep it in. But we're going to get into the game right now here.
It's a key start right off the bat, just having some technical difficulties right now. And we're heading straight into the game. Let's see what we got.
Here we go. Okay, 4 minutes, 50 seconds. While going up the wall, taking an air dribble, trying to get some offensive pressure here. Saved by Crusader.
Just off the back wall. See if we can create some nice shots. And Bear, right off the bat, welcome back, Bear. You know, we talked about this before the stream, Prime, and it's great to have our team with so much depth. I mean, we can rotate guys in and out depending on the matchup, depending on the strategies that we got going in. So just
Definitely.
a great way for Bear to make his welcome.
For sure, for sure. One of his first mainline matches since our new player has joined. And off to a great start, for sure.
Bear's still trying to make something happen off of those walls. He's very aggressive. I mean, hey, you know, he's like a bear.
Yeah.
You gotta hunt. You gotta hunt. You're very aggressive. You want as much points as possible.
Definitely. They're starting to get some pressure on us over here. Wall taking it to the corner. It's an open net. Unfortunately, Bennett's there to score. We're tied 1-1.
You know, those defensive lapses kind of goes back to what you were saying earlier about sloppiness, about just and also cleanliness. I think against a team like this, we can't take them for granted,
Definitely.
even despite the record, because our record is just a number.
Mhm.
We have to say, okay, look, we have to clean these things up. We can't let them happen, or else we're going to find ourselves down in the ball game. And, of course, our guys don't want that.
Definitely, yeah. Walker, there, getting pressure on the orange half over here. Getting it clear to the midfield, starting to put pressure on ACU.
See if they can make something happen. Amarok in the air. See if we can ignite a break. Wall and Bear just staying there to maintain some control.
Looks like we broke out of the ACU half. Walker
And
with
Bear with the second goal of the night. Just off the wall right there, off of MSU, and Bear just taking it coast to coast off of next to two defenders.
nice little pop in the air there.
Welcome back, Bear. He's certainly motivated to help lead this team to a victory at the end of this night. So, and we're seeing his energy and his abilities to benefit his team right now, early in this game.
Absolutely, absolutely. Good start. Bear trying to pass it to the middle. No one's there to take it.
We got a 3-on-1 right now. Amarok.
Amarok taking it to the corner. Bear trying
Hub
to follow
trying to create
up.
a shot, but MSU's guys aren't there. I think MSU is going to try and look for that again and see if
Real
they
close
can
to the goal.
lob it back.
Unfortunately, Bennett saves it.
Yep.
Wall
Wall
taking
sending
it.
it back. Just off the back wall, Hub sending it back.
Yeah, we're definitely keeping pressure on their half. Just unable to capitalize on our opportunities here. So we just need to tighten it up, start getting some shots, and we're definitely going to be able to finish this out.
And, you know, the approach is different also. You know, you notice how Bear and Wall are very playing kind of conservatively right now on the defensive end. You know, what does that do for our team psychologically? Like, what is the game plan going into this?
We're just trying to make sure that we don't get any clears onto our side that are unchallenged. Generally, you want to leave one person back and two people going up for the ball. But, you know, when you're breaking out of your half, you just want to make sure that you have the foundation to get some good offensive pressure.
Amarok making it a 3-1 score.
Getting and passing plays off, that's definitely what we need to do. And while executing it perfectly, Amarok getting a shot out. So as long as we keep up passing, it's going to, which is honestly, we pass, we'll definitely be able to keep up the pressure.
Just a great 2-on-1 fast break between Wall and one of our newest members, Amarok, right there. And, you know, playmaking is our staple. If we can build on that and ignite that as a win streak here in the middle of this regular season, against a battle-tested team like St. Edwards, you know, ACU is going to be really good against that.
Absolutely.
If you really build on the staples of playmaking, working together, and spacing the floor, and knowing where your teammates are at to set them up for shots. As you see, Wall is trying to do that right there, but unfortunately, Huff just sending it back out. MSU playing some good last line defense. Just trying to create some shots on ACU's end.
Fusader's trying to take some control, putting it into ACU half. Amarok's going to take control himself in our corner.
He's trying to make something happen off of that corner with his mechanics. He really prides himself on the mechanics.
Yep.
That's one of his best skills as a
We have
Rocket League
open
player.
net.
We see that right now on the break.
There we
Just
go.
a coast-to-coast second goal of the night. There was no defense. I don't know, Prime. Could you see anyone right there? I do not see. I mean, I see
No.
Huff right there, but unfortunately he was not there to catch him up. And Amarok, just an open lane to the net, making it a 4-1 Abilene Christian lead against MSU.
And that's exactly what we need to keep on doing. Just grab control of the ball, and he uses our mechanical skills to our advantage here. Definitely still pass, but don't be afraid to just get those plays, and Amarok did that beautifully.
He did, and that does put the pressure going into the last minute on MSU, down 3, trying to generate some offense, and you see as they're trying to do so right here, off of the corners, going back to that maybe a lob play, but Amarok, ACU's defense has been really good.
Absolutely. Still MSU is putting some pressure on ACU. We're keeping it out of our half, though. Amarok trying to get it mid. Gets it mid. Bear can't make the shot.
Bear there to control it. Now it's just all about controlling the time, controlling the pace, and just closing out game number 1 against MSU.
For sure. It looks like we're kind of a battle in the midfield here, going back and forth between the teams.
And see if Amarok can punch it in.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
That would have been an excellent 5th point.
MSU
They definitely wanted back.
Oh, definitely.
Amarok sending it back out. It's a little bit of a 1-1 battle between Huff and Amarok right here, with balls in the air so we can punch it in.
Shot on net. Saved by Bear.
See if someone can punch it in. If not, it's okay. Looks like it has touched the ground. And ACU takes game number 1, 4-1 against MSU. Prime, what are some of the key things you see into this game, and what they should be taking forward into game number 2?
Well, definitely a convincing win. I think we need to keep that passing up, just not taking the team for granted. It was a little slow in the beginning there, back and forth. Ultimately, we were able to get that passing, get those solo plays, get around them. But, yeah, just really putting an emphasis on that passing, and I think ACU will be able to keep up that pressure through the series.
The key thing is mentally. Despite their record, despite what happened here in game 1, ACU has to keep even killed, keep staying hungry, and just finish this team. This team, despite their record, that we just showed that they put some pressure on ACU's end. ACU cannot allow one or multiple goals. They have to know that they have the momentum. They're highly favored in this game. And let's see if they can finish this out here in game number 2, heading into game number 3. And let's see if they can come out walking away 5-1.
Definitely. Great start. Keep it up.
We're just waiting to head into game number 2.
Looks like we're joining the lobby here.
You always love those technical difficulties. Always love those. Those little dead spots, but makes some great casting time.
Definitely, yeah. No, but looking forward to the game. Game 2.
This is great preparation for ACU, as right now in the middle of the regular season, they're looking to ignite a win streak because they know that they're going to be battle-tested in 2 weeks against St. Edwards, who are 4-1 in the standings, who actually ACU is tied second with overall in the varsity division standings.
Yeah, SCU is a really good team. We have not had the chance to go against them yet, but we have gone against UT Dallas, which was able to beat St. Edwards. So definitely a match to look forward to. But as we get into game 2, looks like we're getting pressure.
Wall, see if he can set up Bear. And just unfortunately back off the back wall. Those shots are great. They just gotta keep taking those type of shots. And Amarok there in the corner. See if Wall can get something created. But MSU just contesting and keeping that side of the field close to the goal clogged and making it hard for ACU.
Looks like Fusader's getting a clear into the ACU corner over here. Amarok's able to clear it. Past the Bear. Can't make the connection.
Anyone's ball right here. Bennett takes control. Wall steals it from him out in the midfield. It looks like MSU is off towards the break.
Amarok getting bumped. Looks like we're going to keep it outside of the net.
To recover. Got to appreciate that about Wall. I mean, he's there to recover on the defensive end, igniting those fast break. And even though, unfortunately, they don't go their way, it's still great. It's still something great for ACU's offense.
Definitely. It's allowing us to keep up pressure. MSU trying to break out, but ACU keeping on the iron fist.
Yeah.
Sending
it back out off the back wall.
Wall taking control, trying to make a play.
Seems like MSU is still priding themselves on having 2 guys back there stopping Bears, Walls, and Amarok shots in the corner.
It's making them strong on defense. They're just having trouble getting out of their half. But looks like they're going to start up on the offensive side.
And Wall's there to recover. I think he recognizes the passing play that MSU was trying to pull off right there.
That Wall able to put it back on their half.
Yep. Bear just staying a little bit of control. I think he's trying to calculate a pass, see if anyone's there to finish. Unfortunately, MSU is just there to steal it. Still a little bit of a back and forth, but sometimes this is good when from ACU's perspective. Makes you tougher, makes you more even killed, and just makes you want to win this game even more.
Yeah, well, and both teams are getting warmed up. They got warmed up after that first match. So MSU definitely trying to pick up their pace, trying to prevent another game 1 from happening.
And
Wall is there.
Finding it. Finding an angle, calculated angle. We see it off there towards the corner. A little bit of a little congested play from MSU, and Wall just an excellent tap in, making it his first goal of the night.
And MSU had 2 people back, but right there they only had 1 defender, and they just couldn't make the connection. So good play by Wall.
Yep, and he capitalized. Demo right off the kickoff.
Interesting kickoff there.
Yeah.
Looks like we're still going to have control here. Shot on net, and MSU has the answer back to ACU's offense.
I think right there, Bear sending it back out. Wall and Huff. Wall lost the matchup, and Amarok just a tad, maybe even a little more than a tad late to block that shot. Tied at 1 here, heading into the 2-minute drill. We're having a contest.
For sure. You got to be thinking, like, what's their mentality in there? I think they won the first game, but this is definitely a close game, much closer than the first one. So just got to keep the mentality up for ACU and not get stressed out.
Yeah, as you see Wall and Bear there trying to plug up the
net.
MSU passing lanes, and Wall just finishing off of the open net. That's the second time we've seen that, as ACU has seen that against MSU, and just capitalizing. Wall just seeing a straight line drive, making it his second goal of the night, and giving his team a 1-point lead.
Yeah,
heading into the final 2 minutes.
We just need to keep on catching MSU when they're getting a little out of position on the offense, capitalizing on those mistakes.
It's almost like, and you can testify to this, Prime. When you see a break like that, does it like raise your eyebrows? You're like, oh, this is an easy point, or you gotta maintain the awareness of, hey, someone might contest this fast break.
It can be really tempting. Oh, unfortunate.
Just an unfortunate answer back. Huff with his second straight goal. Actually, I think that's his 3rd goal of the night.
Possibly.
He's definitely been willing his Midwestern State University team against ACU.
Yeah, but to answer your question, it can definitely feel like you just got a free point, and you might change your mentality to being easy, but you got to make sure to still respect them, because one mistake is one mistake. Doesn't mean that they're going to keep on making that mistake.
And they have certainly demanded ACU's respect, tying up the game here, heading into the final minute at 2 apiece. ACU has to stay locked in every single possession right now.
Definitely keeping up a tied game here. Going back and
Wall
forth
trying to set up Amarok. About 2 of MSU defenders. Unfortunately, Bear missed that fast break. Huff, MSU has only gotten 1 guy scoring right now, and that's Huff. So if ACU can just stop 1 guy, that's for their defense. And Bear!
Wall with the flip reset pass to Bear.
Wall, flip reset. Bennett missing it in the air, and Bear just there to capitalize.
Beautiful play. Wall showing his mechanics there, and Bear showing he can be in position and capitalize.
Just another fast break point, or another 2-on-2 against 1 type of point for the Wildcats. As you see the Wildcats sending it back out towards the midfield. Amarok on the break. Fortunately off the left. See if Wall can finish. And just slightly short. Amarok there to contest the break. Still got Wall on the left side.
Amarok with the challenge on the ceiling. Couldn't get a good touch. Bear with the follow-up. Wall with the shot.
With the finish. And he was waiting there. I bet he was trying to, he was calculating. He sees Bear on his right. He knows Amarok's on his left. But he says, I'm in the middle, and I'm going to go score.
Exactly. We kept it real close in the middle of the game. But ACU finally was able to get into their groove and get out.
The Wildcats are up by 2 with 20 seconds remaining, putting the pressure on the heels of MSU.
Looks like ACU's going to try to go for another goal here. MSU trying to get whatever they can in the last few seconds. Amarok taking it around Crusader.
Amarok, see if he can get a break. Maybe he can get a final point.
Getting a shot,
Seems,
and Crusader's there.
and you can let it touch the floor.
Wall trying to get another
Or
one, possibly.
Maybe.
He's keeping it up.
Maybe. Definitely still in the air. Look.
Bear for the aerial. Oh, shot
And
on
it has
net,
now
but
touched the ground as ACU takes game number 2, 4-2 against MSU. Prime, what do you think about that game?
well, definitely had a rough start for both teams. Kept it back and forth a lot, but ACU through that with about a minute and a half left just started getting their passes off, and they were all positioned well, good rotations, and MSU was unable to contest the pressure. So just looking to the next game, need to make sure to keep up those passing plays, keep up that pressure, and we might be looking at a 3-0 sweep here.
To MSU's credit, Huff has been willing his team, expressing his leadership against the Wildcats. And, you know, for the Wildcats, this game definitely humbled them. You know, despite their win by 2 points, knowing that the game was tied, heading with a minute 30 remaining, the Wildcats cannot have that. They have to stay locked in every single possession and just, you know, capitalize on their playmaking, capitalize on those spacings, and just keep shooting on the fast break. 'Cause that's where most of our offense has been generated from. Not only that, but from defense turning into offense, which is one of ACU's biggest strengths. And we hope to see that even more heading into game number 3.
Absolutely. Good points. Good points.
Still a little bit of a slow startup, but, you know, MSU, I'm sure they got a lot of game notes, a lot of game plans to adjust. And heading into game number 3, Wildcats are up 2-0 against MSU in this series. Let's see if MSU has an answer back or if ACU is going to walk away with the brooms and a sweep for tonight.
Crusader trying to get a
The
double
back
patch.
wall. Bear sending it back out. Great defense by Bear right there.
MSU's putting on the pressure in the first few seconds here. Huff trying to get a pass to his teammate. Bennett can't
Walls there,
capitalize.
recover. MSU is definitely trying to set up their offensive leader, Huff, right now. The ACU, they just know you just got to defend one guy. And if you can stop one guy, it seems to me at least that you can stop this MSU offense.
It definitely, Huff had a lot of really good offense in the last game, and he's keeping it up in this game right here. Possible scoring chance, but no one was there. Wall able to save the shot.
A little tough, but Wall remains and maintains the control of the ball even when it doesn't go his way.
Absolutely. Bear challenging midfield. Huff gets the pressure on ACU once again. Crusader trying to get a pass mid. Wall's there.
A little bit of a back and forth congestion in the midfield.
Bear getting past the wall. Open net.
And Bear with the
Getting
finish!
pass off. Bear with the follow-up. Keeping up the passing plays. That's exactly what we need to see from ACU.
He has made his presence known, and I know Wall is happy to see him. Amarok's happy to see him. I believe this is Amarok's first game playing with Bear. Am I correct?
I believe it's his first official game, yeah.
Well, they're off to a great start chemistry-wise as ACU takes a 1-0 lead against MSU with 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. See if MSU can answer. They've done a great job of answering these past 2 games.
Absolutely. Looks like ACU's trying to keep up that pressure after that first goal.
Definitely want to make it hard for them to score because ACU knows that they are great at answering back when it goes ACU's way. They can just stop MSU from scoring right now. Seems to me like they will have the momentum and they might walk away with the sweep.
Absolutely. Looks like MSU's trying to break off onto the ACU half. Let's see if they can keep up this pressure. Bear taking it up towards the ceiling. Shot opportunity.
Almost a goal. Amarok sending it back out to the corner. Hub trying to create an opportunity for himself right there.
Crusader trying to get a pass out. Looks like MSU's
Amarok
trying to connect on their
there.
passes, but unfortunately not getting any scores.
And Bear with the second straight goal of the game.
And it's a great shot by Bear. Unfortunate positioning by
Almost
Bennett.
like a little tap in. MSU kind of helped them with that tap, helped Bear with that tap in. Hey,
yeah.
ACU will take that.
For
Hey.
sure, for sure. Yeah, in Rocket League, you want to make sure, especially on defense, that you have someone on the back post away from the ball to be able to save something like that. But Bennett couldn't get back in time. Bear able to score.
And he has definitely shown his aggressiveness and his motivation to lead his team to victory tonight.
Absolutely. Looks like MSU's trying to put pressure again.
And Bear just to contest that scoring opportunity for MSU. Wall on the air, the fast break.
With the flip reset.
See if he can create a little
Oh.
one-on-one. You know, he's going to want that back as Bear try to create something for him as well.
Unfortunate. MSU keeping up their defense, not letting Wall clip. But double tap opportunity by Amarok, but unable to score. So ACU's just looking to keep up that pressure, and they're doing successful so far.
For Amarok's, to Amarok's credit, he has been playing some great defense all night, just guarding that back line, just being that last line of defense. This is certainly a new position for him, a new strategy for him with Bear in the lineup, and he's been doing great at it.
Absolutely. Adapting well to the new player.
Not a lot of time left. Well, I take that back. In Rocket League, there is a lot of time for anything to happen.
Absolutely.
But to ACU's credit, they have been doing a great job.
Shot by Huff, scoring
Commentator's curse, Prime. Commentator's curse.
Oh, once we start giving compliments to ACU, Huff able to get that goal.
Hey ACU, we're gonna dial back the compliments right now. We're gonna stay objective. We're gonna remain even keeled.
Absolutely.
We're gonna stay humble. The last minute and 30 seconds remaining. The ACU only with a 1-point lead. They know MSU can come right back and tie this game.
Absolutely. We have a minute 20 left and only 1 goal difference between ACU and MSU here. Bear up, possibly getting a double tap.
Maybe
with
Wall
the
can
pass.
finish.
Shot.
And he did. Wall, great way to be there. It's off the right. Bear with the tap. And Wall says, my turn to score. On to the right side, taking a 2-point lead. Heading into the final minute.
Yeah, and I think ACU and in Rocket League, just teams in Rocket League in general, many teams can have their pop-off moments, but it's really what wins you games is the simple passes, the simple goals, and ACU's definitely taking advantage of all the goals they can get, not leaving any wasted opportunities.
And it seems like they are right now with the 2-on-2 fast break with Wall and Amarok. That duo has certainly created some success here tonight. Bear just maintaining and slowing down the pace. He knows MSU is trying to generate some quick offense with Huff in the lead.
ACU's trying to buy some time off the clock, trying to secure this win for the series. But MSU's definitely trying to put some pressure in these last few seconds here.
For ACU, it's all about just not allowing any goals. As I got a little nervous saying that as the ball was really close to the goal, but ACU was able to capitalize with 20 seconds remaining in this ball game.
Yeah, ACU definitely able to answer back to MSU's pressure here.
The final 10 seconds.
Almost shot opportunity, but Bennett was there.
Amarok clogging the passing lanes.
Amarok
hits
going
his
for
ball in the air, and it has touched the ground, and ACU brings out the brooms against Midwestern State University 3-0. Prime, what do you think about tonight's series?
Well, ACU definitely played solid. MSU was able to answer back, especially in that second game. They had a lot of pressure. But after everyone got comfortable, ACU answered back to MSU's answer, kept up the pressure, started passing. And, yeah, overall, solid series. Definitely a convincing win. Props to MSU.
Yeah.
They were able – they didn't make it easy. But, yeah, so what did you think?
They were like a great student. They had answers for every single one of ACU's answers. ACU was high-octane offense, and MSU, led by Huff. I think Huff got all of their goals for tonight, just answering back. And I think, ACU, just a great win by them and a good game against MSU. But ACU knows now they have to stay locked in against every single opponent, no matter the record, no matter what their lineups look like, no matter what their team stats say. And I think now, you got about a week left before you play the big monster in St. Edwards. So now this was a great wake-up call, a great test for ACU's varsity team. And we're looking forward to next week, week number 7.
Absolutely. And we also have our second team. They were playing their series as well, so keep an eye out for the results of that. But definitely solid win by ACU. Looking forward to next week against UH, I believe. And then the week after that, we'll be going into St. Edwards. But, yeah, definitely thank you for joining, watching the stream, showing your support. It's great series.
Yep. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you for cheering the ACU Varsity Rocket League team on. Tune in next week. We hope you have a great week. Good night.
Good night.